After Steve Clifford had departed from the Orlando Magic after 3 seasons, the Orlando Magic have been searching for their future head coach as well, and now it's been announced that Jamahl Mosley will now be the next head coach in line for the Orlando Magic organization, and I think that this is a phenomenal hiring on a lot of different levels as well for the Orlando Magic moving forward, and the fact that they are still in a rebuild after the Dwight Howard era has been over. The Magic are currently still in a rebuild after finishing with a 21-51 record. They currently hold the 5th and 8th pick in this year's draft, and they have a lot of young developmental pieces on this team from guys like Jonathan Isaac, Markelle Fultz, RJ Hampton, Cole Anthony, Mohamed Bamba, Wendell Carter Jr., and a handful of others. Jamahl Mosley stepping into an organization that he can develop these guys and build a brand new culture around. So let's stop wasting time, man. Let's hop right into this video though. Now, while the Magic have been a very disappointing franchise essentially my entire life, outside of the 2009 NBA Finals, that's kind of a fluke in my memory of past. Ever since the Dwight Howard era will really put it, where I could have truly grown to watch and appreciate basketball for what it is and how much love I have for my Orlando Magic. The Magic have basically been an incompetent poverty franchise, to put it nonetheless, but I am still a diehard Magic fan to my core nonetheless. This hiring right here with Jamahl Mosley is one of the better hirings, and I can say that I am truly excited for when it comes to the Orlando Magic. When we've had guys like Billy Donovan when he got hired, even though I'm a big Gator fan, even though he didn't actually coach a game for the Orlando Magic, I was okay with that move. I was like, okay, Billy Donovan, coming over, and of course we saw he had some success in OKC. The Magic, I was like, okay, that's not really so great. Then we had guys like Steve Clifford. I wasn't excited about him when he came over from Charlotte, even though I'm grateful he got us to 2 playoff appearances. Steve Clifford really wasn't the guy either. But this hiring specifically with Jamahl Mosley, I am excited because you've heard a lot of great things from this guy. He spent 15 years in the league with time with Denver, Cleveland, and 7 years, the past 7 years, with the Dallas Mavericks as the assistant to Rick Carlisle, who we all know is an NBA champion. And these guys have developed Luka Doncic, obviously one of the best young players in basketball. That gives me some confidence heading into the season and for the future moving forward. Now, as I alluded to earlier, the Orlando Magic have plenty of young talent on this squad, and the Magic this year and next year are really going to have to decide who the face of their franchise in the backcourt is going to be when it comes to guys like Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, and RJ Hampton. RJ Hampton obviously being acquired from that Aaron Gordon trade. And this was one of the biggest seasons for the Orlando Magic, despite going 21-51 after trading away Nikola Vucevic, Aaron Gordon, and Evan Fournier. Now, I'm not going to get into that. If you want to hear my full thoughts on that, you can go watch that video. I'll link to it right there. But the backcourt's really where the Magic are going to have to determine where their future of their franchise is going to be. Because Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton, and Markelle Fultz cannot all be the starting point guard in the face of that franchise moving forward. This year is really going to determine what the Magic are going to have to do in that backcourt. And I am here to say that I truly don't know who it's going to be, because Markelle Fultz, coming off an ACL injury, was playing phenomenal before he got injured, and it was actually unfortunate. I was actually at that Cleveland game. But the point is, Markelle Fultz has been battle-tested his entire NBA career so far, despite not living up to the true hype of a number 1 overall pick. He's really had a bounce back in his career in Orlando, and I believe that the Magic truly gave him confidence, and the entire Magic organization and fan base has had this guy's back. Cole Anthony showed a lot of promise in his rookie year, hit a couple game winners as well, and Cole Anthony's just a fun, young, hardworking dude as well. And then RJ Hampton has shown some promise. Of course, he wasn't going to get an opportunity in Denver. They're 2 stack. I think he's going to get a better opportunity here in Orlando. But if I had to make an honest guess, I truly couldn't tell you who I think the Orlando Magic's point guard of the future is going to be. Then we move on to some clear-cut guys like Jonathan Isaac, one of the best defenders in the NBA, 1 through 5, versatile guy when healthy, but injuries have plagued him. Mohamed Bamba has the potential to be one of the best defenders in the NBA, and at least on the interior. We're going to see how Mohamed Bamba and Wendell Carter Jr. are going to have to develop this year as well. And then you've still got nice key role players like MCW, Gary Harris, James Ennis, Terrence Ross. We all love Terrence Ross.
We love T. Ross. All my homies, we love T. Ross.
But this year is going to be a big year for the Magic after drafting whoever they get at number 5 or number 8. And by the way, I really want Davion Mitchell. As much as I love Moses Moody, I want Davion Mitchell. But back to the point of the video, I think Jamahl Mosley is going to step into this organization, make competent decisions, and also the fact of the matter is that he is a player's coach. These guys clearly get along with him. He has a great relationship with a lot of guys, and he has a very good reputation across the league. That gives me a lot of confidence because the Magic are such a young organization that these guys can rally behind him and he can build a certain culture to change the course of this franchise. Now, I want to take a moment away specifically from the Magic and Jamahl Mosley. I want to talk about Becky Hammon for a minute because honestly, if I was the Orlando Magic, number one would have been Becky Hammon on my list. Personally, I think would have been a phenomenal coach for the Orlando Magic to have as the first head coach that's a female in the NBA. Now, back on to Jamahl Mosley, like I said, I love this signing. I think the Magic moving forward in the future, not just this year, at least the next 2 to 3 years, are really going to see what they have in these guys. And they have a ton of assets, ton of draft picks as well, and a whole lot of cap space. They have nobody really chewing up their cap as well. They can really decide their own future and their fate, whether they want to go all in a couple of years or whether they want to continue developing these guys. We're going to have to see how things go. But as of right now, Jamahl Mosley steps into a great situation. And until the Magic can actually prove to me that they can develop these young pieces, which I believe Mosley can be, I'm not sure how confident I'll be in the Magic, at least heading into this season, which there's going to be no expectations for us to make the playoffs nonetheless. But Jamahl Mosley, I'm very excited about this signing, and I can testify and speak for most Magic fans. I'm sure most of us are. Now that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm sure it's plenty of Magic fans here in the community watching this video. If you guys are diehard Magic fans, make sure y'all drop me a pure Magic down in the comments down below. As y'all know, I'm a diehard Orlando Magic fan. Being from Jacksonville, Florida, growing up here my whole life, always rooted for the Magic. But all my Magic fans and everyone out there in the NBA community, let me know what you guys thought about this signing in the comments down below. And make sure you guys go like and subscribe to stay tuned for more NBA and Jacksonville Jaguars content I do here on YouTube as well. So make sure you guys drop a like. It only takes a moment and it helps me and the channel out tremendously. And I'll link to all my socials down below in the description as well. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much. Pure Magic, baby. I'm out. Peace.